rather you not pause it every time it says that you're lagging, because that means that even with a short lag spike, that means you're pausing it for several minutes or several seconds or something, and it just it disrupts the flow of the game. So I'd really rather you not pause it, even if you're just having lag issues. I understand it's very difficult to play with lag issues. However, you know generally what your computer can do before you even come into the game. And so I'm trying to play it back and forth a little bit. If you're having some serious lag issues, then yes, you can pause it for a minute or two tops. However, the least number of pauses possible, I would greatly appreciate it. So, classic number of bans coming out here. They did decide to ban out Rengar. Snowy Devil not able to play his Rengar in the top lane. They saw the power of Rengar in that last game, and they're going to ban out Jax as well. Best of luck to everyone. Having seen that, does anyone want to change their vote on the game? Cool, thank you. I appreciate you understanding that. Team A versus B. RP. Whoop. I'm changing the stream status. Are you a grill? Are you a grill? Everyone loves me, it's true. Also, I do think we hit the $250 viewer mark. If we did hit the 250 viewer mark, we will be doing a RP random giveaway to a viewer on Sunday. However, you also have to be following if you want to be a part of that RP giveaway. So as long as you're following and are here on Sunday, you could win $10 in Riot points, which would just be awesome. So we are underway here. It's just jumping around a little bit, but game number 2, Rengar, Kessin, Lee Sin ban out from TeamKatsMeow. They're not interested in that Rengar coming in, and they're still sticking with that Kessin and Lee Sin, the mobility on some of those champions they do not like. Purple team going to be banning out Jax. Welcome, Rub My Nipples. I like it. Rub my nipples, rub my nipples. Jax banned out. Poppy being banned out as well. Very strange champion. I don't know if he misclicked or if he actually meant to do that. But very rarely played, Poppy. However, Evelyn also being banned out as well. Maybe it was just used to offset some of the bans, and that way Snowy Devil could pick up his Yasuo. Yasuo was banned out in the last game, but in this game, gonna be picking him up. River SLV gonna be changing it up though, and grabbing the Lucian. Lucian was on KatsMeow last time. It was actually I think Julio that played the Lucian in the last game, but instead River SLV is going to be picking up this time. Mysterious Petu, however, going to be picking up that Morgana, which was also banned out in the last game. Very, very strong champion, especially with that ultimate, being able to lock down numerous members of the enemy team. We will see just how effective she is. She is also a perfect counter to so many support champions with that magic shield of magic negativity. Spell shield is the word I'm looking for. Mysterious Petu with the spell shield on the Morgana. Going to be stopping a lot of purple team. However, Epic Horseman actually picking up the Jarvan the Fourth. So a lot of similar champions coming out. However, for the other team, Jarvan the Fourth was actually on J.K.Fav's team last time, and instead will be on TeamKatsMeow. Ormas picking up the Braum pick for purple team. J.K.Fav. That's such a weird name. J.K.Fav team. Don't even understand. But I like it nonetheless. Ormas picking up Braum. Braum is the newest support champion, still extremely strong. We do see, though, take into note that, yeah, he won a Lucian last game. The fight for Lucian. We do notice, all of the picks and bans have been a little bit slower this game. Last game, everyone knew exactly who they wanted. They were ready to pick it. They instantly jumped on it and moved forward. But now they're having to play a little bit. Some of the champions have changed hands and moved around. Magic Cat considering the Pantheon jungle and let the timer tick all the way down instead of instantly locking in. So it's a little bit interesting to see these champion picks and these players having to kind of figure out whether they want to continue with their choice or maybe move to somewhere else. So One game did go over to Team J.K.Fav's team. So they have won one game. If they win this game, they will be moving on until Sunday to play in the final championship game on Sunday. Do you guys actually like this? Because I think this is hella fun. If I could do this like every weekend or every other weekend or something, it will be crazy awesome. So let me know, guys, if you want me to do this more often and set up these kinds of tournaments, because I think this is freaking awesome. And in addition, not only do you get to play in a tournament where you can say that you were the actual winners of that tournament, but also you get to win that $10 Riot Point gift card, which means that you're actually fighting for something. You actually win $10 free in Riot Points that you get to take home at the end of the day on Sunday night, and that makes it way more awesome. So Diggy going to be picking up that Tristana pick for blue team, as well as Epic Archer on the top lane. Tryndamere does have that teleport, so he's going to be able to go around. We do see Tryndamere played every now and then in games. It does still look like blue team or team TeamKatsMeow going for a long-term game. They have that late game Tristana, the late game Tryndamere, even Jarvan the Fourth and kind of Morgana are late game champions. They're really not early powerhouses. Nagagetsu, last second picking TF. I hope that wasn't a unintended pick. That would be unfortunate. He was in the mid lane, and he did. TF is a very strong mid lane champion, so because Yasuo could be in the top lane, so it could be a mid lane TF. So anyway, running through all the champions and their picks real fast. Mysterious Pet 2 for TeamKatsMeow on the Morgana support of that bottom lane. Coolio with the Fizz mid lane pick. Epic Horseman on that jungle, Jarvan the Fourth, Diggy on the Tristana ADC, and Epic Archer XX in that top lane, Tryndamere. Snowy Devil with the Yasuo top lane, River SLV on the Lucian bottom lane ADC, Ormast with the support Braum, Alo Magicat in the jungle Pantheon, and Nagaketsu on that mid lane TF for Team J.K.Fav team. So kind of crazy, but a lot of fun nonetheless. As you get into the second game of the night, this is going to be crazy. If TF beats Fizz, that would be a joke. Once again, exactly, Blaze. Thank you for paying attention. Is that every single member of Purple Team has CC. Snowy Devil on that the top lane, Yasuo has his Tornado Knockup. River SLV on the Lucian is the only one who doesn't really have CC. However, he does have his dash, so he can get out of anything that blue team has. Ormast on the Braum is one of the best CC champions because his passive can hit multiple enemies, which in multiple enemies can be stunned very easily. Alamagicat has his stun. Nagatsu has his stun with the TF. So all members of Purple Team have CC. Blue team, not so much can be said. Tryndamere has a little bit of a slow. Tristana has a knockback. Epic Horseman has a knock-up with his ultimate as well, snaring people. Coolio doesn't really have any CC. And Mysterious Petu is the only one who really they're leaning on with that CC because of the snares with that Dark Binding. So it is really up to the Dark Binding and the ultimates from Epic Horseman to really allow and lock down a lot of Purple Team members so the Blue Team can get in and get some kills. In addition, a lot of members of Purple Team have abilities that allow them to dash and move through enemies. Snowy Devil can dash through minions. River SLV can dash just because he can. Ormast can jump to an ally. Alamagicat can leap onto an enemy minion and stun him. Nagetsu is really the only one who doesn't have very good escape. However, of course, as always, it is the League of Flashes. Everyone took Flash, so they always have that escape. But in addition to built-in escapes, Purple Team just has a really, really strong opportunity to really get in, get some damage, and get out. So once again, I'm going to be leaning on J.K.Fav team, and it has nothing to do with it being my name, but has to do with their kit, their utility. All it takes is for Snowy Devil to knock somebody up and lock them down, or even Pantheon to initiate with an ultimate from the jungle, followed up by Ormast using his ultimate to knock everybody out once again. That AoE knockup with his ultimate is perfect for Snowy Devil to jump in with his ultimate and deal massive amounts of damage. And then, of course, if somebody is trying to get away that River SLV does not kill off, Nagetsu can come in from the back lines with an ultimate, jump to them, and kill them as well. However, the damage from TeamKatsMeow is ridiculous. Tristana has some of the highest range. Tryndamere, 3 hit kills. Pretty much any champion late game doesn't even care. Fizz is the worst champion in the world to deal with. So it is huge on blue team that they could just kill off any member of purple team if they decided to focus them down. So this game is going to be just as crazy as the last game. And I am so excited. Thank you all for joining me in Game 2 of this RP tournament, and we will see if TeamKatsMeow turns it around and gets their first win of the night, or if J.K.Fav team wins it 2 games in a row and takes it to a finish. Whew. So I got to jump in here while we're loading and say that J.K.Fav team did get their first win of the night, which is good for them. 1 of 3. There we go. I was about to say, like, oh, we broke it. We're not loading, but we did. We loaded in. That's always good. Thank you guys for joining once again and watching. However, it looks like they did decide to go with the skin route on purple team. Team Cats. No, it's Team J.K.Fav team. The High Noon Yasuo, Striker Lucian, and one of my favorite skins in League of Legends, the Dragon Slayer Braum. Not only did I get the Dragon Slayer Braum, but I also, in addition, got the Ward skin because wards, I mean, they're awesome. Just you guys, if you didn't know, I'm a huge dragon fan. Like, I absolutely love dragons. In addition, I went to Target and I bought myself a adorable Toothless. Like, it's a little $10 Toothless toy, but it's adorable. I have Toothless. I love dragons so much. So, props to Dragon Slayer Braum for picking up one of my favorite skins in the game. And only Riot Girl Tristana, which could almost be said to be her default skin, purple or blue team, doesn't really have the skins, but they might have the skill regardless. They picked up some extremely strong champions. Nobody wants to face a Tryndamere. Nobody wants to face a Fizz. It is just how the game goes. So we will see if they can win it in the end. TF has a tough job getting his other lanes fed. It is the truth. What a tough game going underway. But we will see if they can take it all the way to a finish. Sorry, people were messaging me on Skype, so I had to check that and see what was going on and why there was so much activity. But we are back underway in the game. Whoop! We do not want that on the loading screen. That's a lot better. So, all right, we're going to jump really fast in here. And where is it? Text properties. I was unable to change the... Sorry, I'm doing things. I can't talk and play at the same time. A lot of the long-time members know this. I was unable to take off this weird see-through place where I usually had the follow me stuff, but hopefully you'll still be able to see what action is taking place despite that. And hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to clear that so we don't have to deal with that in the future. But when it came to last game, we had a little bit of an invade in this bottom lane here, or around red buff from blue team, however, or from TeamKatsMeow. But now that they're on blue team side, they are not. They're simply going to defend their red buff. So Braum versus Morgana in that bottom lane support. Mid lane TF versus Fizz. Jungle Pantheon and Jarvan. In the top lane Tryndamere versus Yasuo. Did he not? Oh no, he didn't. So there's that pause coming out here. We are going to have that happen every now and then due to the DCs that is going to be Epic Horseman. It is simply something that we kind of just, you're going to have to deal with. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to switch it over real fast so that way people can see a little bit easier which team is which because I actually had them backwards. Now that J.K.Fav team is on the purple, they've won one game, and TeamKatsMeow is just trying to match with a game of their own. So, going to go ahead and put some wards down here. Purple team went ahead and put a ward right by Dragon just to keep vision in case blue team decided to jump in and jump on to blue buff, but they are not. As the teams make their way towards their appropriate lanes, it was, there we go, it was, Lucian was kind of hiding behind the Braum there, and it was kind of confusing. I was like, I don't see the icon in that bottom right hand lane. Where is he? So there's a nice stun or snare coming out onto Ormast from Morgana, but not going to do a whole lot. The best thing about Braum is that he is super tanky. He just doesn't take any damage. Nice stun from Nagetsu coming out onto Coolio. That's going to deal a little bit more damage. You put him down to about half health there. He may have already chugged a potion in that mid lane just to try to keep himself up. River SLV with that Striker Lucian skin coming in here, doing a little bit. However, Coolio and Nagetsu now coming in really hard. There's that Ignite onto Nagetsu. The flash as well from Nagetsu. Going to keep him alive, throwing out with those cards. Not going to do a whole lot of damage though, as it did not hit Fizz. Fizz says, OMFG, what happened? A little bit of damage onto Mysterious Petsu as Lucian gets those double auto attacks off here. Fizz does not have his flash. He actually already used his flash. In the mid lane, both of them have really burned a lot of their abilities, so they're just going to have to stick to farming for a minute until some of those abilities come back, unless they really just want to keep fighting it out. Now Getsu doing a nice job of keeping this range on addition. Oh, there comes Epic Horseman though onto Nagetsu. That might be enough for Fizz to get first blood. Coolio picking that up as from the bush while TF went to ward. Epic Horseman on that J4 came in, knocked him up. Nice job. A lot of damage onto the Mysterious Petsu, though, as Ormas gets his Q off, followed up by all the damage from River SLV on that Lucian. Going to be knocking Mysterious Petsu down very low. However, she's going to be chugging some of those cookies as fast as she can to heal back up. Where did the health bar go is the real question. So we will see how well this TF can hold out against this Fizz. It is well known that Fizz does have his little trickster play, which can negate that stun from TF. However, that means he won't have it available shortly afterwards. The problem with Fizz is that he is a slippery champion. Snowy Devil bouncing back and forth between the two champions, trying to back off. Getting a lot of damage on Epic Horseman. There's the Ignite as well. Snowy Devil is still in a tight spot, though, as Epic Archer gets a lot of damage and the slow. He went ahead and used his flash, and a nice Tornado going to knock up Epic Archer, stopping both of them, and a 2v1 in that top lane from fully initiating and not killing him. The damage onto Mysterious Petsu, though, as Ormas goes in hard. River SLV following up, grabbing that first kill for Purple Team on Morgana in that bottom lane. Nice job. She got a good spellbinding off onto, I think it was Lucian, but then, or maybe Ormast, but they just immediately turned it around as soon as that spellbinding was off and went hard and got a kill. So Digi still trying to get some farm in that bottom lane. 19 farm to Lucian's 28. Just doing the best to keep up farming underneath the tower. Not the situation you want to be. Jarvan the Fourth is roaming around blue team's red buff air jungle, so may come towards this bottom lane to help out a little bit. As Mysterious Petsu on that Morgana does make her way back towards the lane. TF has backed once due to dying and does have that double Dorans as well as those biscuits of rejuvenation. So he has a little bit of sustain against Coolio, but Epic Horseman making another gank, jumping in. Nagetsu kind of switching between cards, gets a nice stun off onto Epic Horseman. However, he's walking really close to Coolio. Throws out of cards, one more auto attack would finish off Coolio. He is extremely low health. He does have the stun onto TF. Will be enough. The cards fly and almost hit Fizz, taking him out once, almost again. They know they are pinging really hard. Jarvan the Fourth now jumping in. Once again, somebody gets you. The Ignite is there. Not enough for TF to finish off either one of them. It does look like, though, Fizz knew that Pantheon was coming up from the back line, trying to jump in. What a huge job from Nagetsu, though, trying to finish off Fizz or J4. That was incredible to watch. Bad place to back off, but there wasn't much of a location for him to go, as he knew that if he got too close to Fizz, Fizz would just take him out. Blue team 2 kills to the 1. Epic Horseman doing a huge job in the mid lane, continuing to just camp it out and getting Fizz as fed as possible. He did take that last kill on TF, but it wasn't really his fault, as Fizz wasn't really in a position to grab the kill himself. I love that Yasuo is a melee champion, but he has incredible range because of his massive sword. It's like he's a melee but not champion. That's really interesting. I get to grabbing some of that blue buff. I love TF. I played him a lot back in Season 2 and 3, so we'll see how well he does. As Epic Horseman once again comes into the mid lane for a third gank. Coolio picking up another kill on Nagetsu. Despite having a ward there by Dragon, it is not enough. TF just being shut down so hard in this mid lane. 36 farm, however, over the 27 of Fizz. Despite having died a lot, still having more farm than Fizz. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ormast and River SLV doing a nice job of continuing to farm up in this bottom lane. Spell immunity, though, on that Tristana doesn't mean that she is not going to get too much damage from the Braum. However, Epic Horseman is making his way down here. Epic Horseman has been hugely effective this game on that Jarvan IV. 3 ganks in the mid lane, a gank in the top lane, and now a gank in the bottom lane. He is all over this map. Already level 6, it is going to be dangerous. It looks like Pantheon, however, was focusing on just trying to farm up to get his ultimate, but he doesn't even have it yet. So, obviously a very good pick for Epic Horseman, picking this Jarvan IV and keeping it out of blue team's hands, as they are already doing extremely well. Nagetsu dealing with the ultimate from Coolio, however, still has a bit of health, as much health as Coolio does, as Epic Horseman comes in once again. There are all the pings, though, saying we know that Epic Horseman is right around the corner. Maybe don't show it off as much. He is hiding in those bushes, kind of jumping in and out. However, they know that Jarvan IV may be right around the corner. In the bottom lane, continuing to farm. Tristana still lagging a little bit behind Lucian, 40 farm to 60 farm. Having a little bit of a hard time. Nagetsu trying to get a stun down. However, Pantheon ult coming in does get the stun onto Jarvan IV and is actually going to flash out. The flash in from Alucard is actually going to do a bit of damage to Coolio. There's the ultimate from Nagetsu. Will he actually go through with it? No, he died. I got so confused. Oh my gosh. So, as he was using his ultimate, I think J4 actually threw out his Q. That is his little spear, and it finished off Nagetsu, Nagaketsu, and finished him off, so he died and was not able to finish off his teleport. So, crazy fights in the mid lane this entire game, as Epic Horseman continues to gank and try to shut down this TF and get his Fizz fed, which is doing very well. 2-0 on the Fizz, 0-4 on the TF. However, TF continues to out-farm this Fizz, 44 farm to 34. Fizz not great at farming early game. We'll see how well he does towards the late game, as Nagetsu comes in getting a bit of damage onto Coolio. Will it be enough that they go back and forth, both taking each other down to about half health here? Nagetsu getting huge damage as Coolio's ultimate, Chum the Waters, comes out and finishes off TF. Now 3-0. TF finally squishy enough that Fizz can just kill him by himself. No reason for Epic Horseman to gank mid anymore, as Fizz can now handle himself in that mid lane. Snowy Devil and Epic Archer still going back and forth in that top lane. 89 farm to 42. Here comes Epic Horseman once again in this top lane. He is just ganked over and over and over again, as Snowy Devil is going to flash off to the side, but you get knocked out by Epic Horseman, who turns with a powerful attack, finishing him off. Coolio coming in here, getting a lot of damage onto Alamagicat. Will it be enough? He's got both the Ignite and the Bleed. Coolio finishing off another kill, 7-1. Blue team massively in the lead, just leading this game over and over in all of these fights and kills. Epic Horseman just constantly ganking over and over. This is crazy. Stunned anticlimactic sign. It does happen every now and then when I have so many words in my head that I'm trying to figure out how to say that I can't, and so I just stop saying anything completely. I'm working on it. This is why I'm not in the LCS championships just yet. You all know that I wish I could, though. There's a lot of damage coming out as that calling from Lucian tries to finish off Morgana. It's not going to be enough. Flash is coming out everywhere, but blue team is going to back off from this. No need to slow it down now, as the fight is already over. Nobody died, but Ormas being taken pretty low health here. Blue team were looking to initiate on that fight and maybe go for Dragon, but instead they fought in the bottom lane, got taken very low health, and are going to back off from it. or Master River SLV still doing a nice job in this bottom lane, staying ahead of the Tristana and Morgana. 90 farm to 72. Lucian still about 20 farm in the lead. Tristana keeping up, but as the game goes on, Tristana's range increases, and it makes it all the easier for her to be able to farm without any danger. Snowy Devil, though, taking out this top lane tower, should be able to finish it before Tryndamere gets up here. He did spin, and is actually, they're actually going to go back and forth up there, while in the mid lane, Agetsu not going to... Oh, he does get a stun onto Coolio, who's going to hold him for just a second. Epic Horseman is here, though, and Alamagicat is going to back off from that. The ultimate from Pantheon just taking way too long to actually initiate in that mid lane. Got to wait for the stun from TF to land, and then you use the ultimate. But that Trickster play from Fizz just means he is almost impossible to lock down, as it looks like blue team is going to start this level, or 12-minute, I guess, Dragon here. They do have that full health Epic Horseman on the Jarvan the 4th. However, TF does see it, though. He's got his ultimate. Will he use it to come in? Tristana went ahead and used her ultimate. There it is, the TF ultimate jumping in, and Nagetsu is going to be taking very low health. However, Epic Horseman uses his ultimate and leaps in. That is going to be TF being taken out very quickly by Coolio, but now it is a two-man stun from Morgana being finished up on Pantheon and Snowy Devil, both getting stunned, as the teleport from Tryndamere is going to be coming in. All of the damage back and forth. Nobody has a word in that bush yet, as Coolio being taken out, kills back and forth Morgana, Lucian, and Fizz going down. Diggy tried to leap and then flash over the wall, but didn't do it, as Yasuo Tornado coming in, finishing him off. However, Ormas is going to find Epic Archer here real quick, and between them, a lot of stuns are going to keep Tryndamere in place for just a couple of seconds, as Purple Team decides maybe we should back off from this. We don't really want to fight a Tryndamere. He is roaming around the jungle still for a little bit. There's that nice slow coming out from Ormas on that Braum. However, Epic Archer's just going to spin that one away. Pings from both teams going down around Dragon. Do they want to come back and try to fight the Dragon or not? Kills back and forth. Blue team did come out, I guess it was Purple team came out a little bit in the lead, as they had 3 alive at the end of that team fight. 10 kills to 4, though. Blue team still looking really, really strong, as Purple team attempts to get a little bit of damage on the tower before backing off. But a fully health blue team is looking at maybe starting this Dragon now, as the rest of Purple team know as Coolio and Epic Horseman are looking for some kills on Alamagicat. The flash from Fizz tried to jump on Alamagicat, but he flashed over the wall to Wolves, as Epic Horseman comes in, finishing him off. Flash not very helpful. Nagetsu had one of those stuns up and ready in case somebody jumped on him, but he is going to be able to escape with his blue buff. Blue team back once again looking for this Dragon, and they should be able to get it without a problem, as the rest of Purple team took a little bit too long healing and coming back. Blue team taking Dragon, now 19,000 gold to the same 19,000 gold on Purple team. River SLV just dashing out of danger's way. Coolio in this bottom lane getting a little bit of farm back now, 55 to the 66 on TF. That mid-game to late-game Fizz will be able to farm very easily, all with Trickster play, leaping onto minions and clearing a whole collection of them. It looks like blue team doesn't care that much for the mid lane. Okay, Coolio is making his way back towards the mid lane. He realizes TF is there and can push very easily, so he's going to make his way back there. Snowy Devil jumping in on Epic Archer, knowing he doesn't have a tower to have to worry about. His Purple team was able to take that first tower. J.K.Fav team did win the last game, and they're looking at maybe grabbing this game as well. They are down a number of kills, but ahead in gold, which is really where it matters. Epic Archer in that top lane, going back and forth against Snowy Devil. That knockup's going to deal a little bit extra damage as he tries to back off. However, Jarvan the 4th, Epic Horseman doing a huge job this game, jumping in on Snowy Devil. He's going to flash over the wall, followed by the flash from Epic Horseman. Will it be enough, though? Blue team wants to defend their ally. Pantheon coming in here with a nice stun, finishing off Jarvan the 4th, and a nice knockup's going to hold Tryndamere in place just long enough. He's going to spin to win through the wall and escape. But Purple team was not going to leave any ally behind, and jumped up there helping him out. Great job, and nice job from Alamagicat, realizing his ultimate was going to take way too long to finish off and deciding just to go ahead and finish running up and grab that jumping stun onto Jarvan the 4th. Fizz going ahead with lots of damage, jumping onto Alamagicat. He gets a nice stun. Yasuo, though, not going to be able to help much, and Coolio is going to grab yet another kill. Now 7-1, massive amounts of damage as the game progresses, and does also have double buff as well. A lot of damage onto Mysterious Petu. That spell shield is going to be helpful, however, Ormas missing his ult completely. TF right around the corner, waiting for an opportunity to jump in. Nice stun onto Digi as River SLV dashes in. The damage is real. Purple team grabbing up a kill. Lucian actually picking up that one. Now 2-1 as Jarvan IV is right around the corner. But does he really want to initiate on this? There is a Fizz just off to the side, and that could spell danger for a lot of Purple Team members. River SLV actually flashing. He might have dash up in just a second. There's a little bit of a shield, but not going to be enough. Ormas trying to keep him alive. Both Coolio and Epic Horseman, though, going to be able to finish him off, and that is Fizz now 9-1. Just doing huge with all of the help from Epic Horseman with the infinite ganks that he did. Snowy Devil just leaping in, not even caring. Oh my gosh, there's the Pantheon ult coming in as well. Snowy Devil going to be taken out, stuck inside of that Jarvan IV ultimate. However, I don't think that Alamagic has the damage. Maybe he does with that Trickster play. No, he doesn't. Trickster play, Coolio finishing off yet another kill. Purple team just back and forth coming in this bottom lane to try to finish off Fizz. I don't think it'll be enough. No, oh no, Getsu gonna be caught out and give another kill over to Coolio. 12-1. That is 4 or 5 kills in a row Coolio has gotten in this bottom lane. The power of Fizz just huge coming through. No reason to even worry. 17-7 kills. All of blue team's gold, though, is on the Fizz. If Fizz gets taken out, it is going to be death for the rest of the team. This is why I ban Fizz in right now. Yes, it is true. I personally ban Fizz in every game. I hate having to deal with a Fizz on the enemy team. It is just not worth it. Fizz to win is how this game is going currently with blue team, as Fizz is just destroying. Huge, once again, to Epic Horseman for doing a beautiful job of getting Fizz fed. Ormas with that spellbinding and the Morgana ultimate. Will it be enough to take the tanky man down? A nice culling from Lucian. However, that exhaust is going to slow him down long enough that Morgana may be able to get another spellbinding off on him. Now Getsu getting massive amounts of damage as Coolio comes in. The stun from Alamagic going to be enough to stop him for a moment. However, not going to be able to kill him. Coolio might be able to just jump in and finish Alamagic off. He has the blue buff. Doesn't even care. Flashes out of danger. 14-1. 2 for 1 under the tower. Not even caring. Alright. Says the rest of blue team. Oh, Twisted Fate said that he was lagging. So they're going to give a short pause as we listen to the beautiful sound of the... You can hear a little bit of music in the background. The sweeping lens as Jarvan IV clears that ward in that top lane. Okay, it looks like everybody's ready, and unpausing the game. Resume in 3, 2, 1. Fortunately, there was no massive battle going on. We don't have to listen to that noise anymore. Oh yeah, Fizz has played quite a bit in the LCS. It is true. It is true. He is just so powerful. That Trickster play making him untargetable for a short period of time, and when he comes down from it, he does insane amounts of damage. It is just hard to be able to lock down a Fizz and finish him off. Coolio maybe looking to get this blue buff. Oh, that was his ally there. I missed that. Sorry about that. So 20 kills to 7. However, only 100 gold in the lead. Blue team has only evened out the gold, as Fizz is the only one who really has all that gold. If you can finish off Fizz, you should be fine. Ormas leaving to an ally. Here comes the Pantheon ultimate, though. Will it be enough? Ormas trying to get off a nice ultimate, though. Massive damage onto Mysterious Petu is going to finish him off as Ormas comes in, stopping a lot of blue team's ranged attacks. Fizz coming in here, getting a nice ultimate with that Jarvan IV ultimate as well. Going to be stopping everybody. However, they get the kills. Finishing off Lucian. Fizz actually also went down to TF. What a crazy fight. Diggy, though, is still alive, and there are a lot of members of Purple Team that are extremely low health. However, Tristan doesn't want any of it and is just going to be backing off from that. Face the wind. Windwall trying to stop maybe the tower's attacks, but not really doing much on that. What a crazy fight in that bottom lane there. And as Purple Team actually finally shuts down the Fizz, even though he still picked up yet another kill. things are going to get very difficult for Purple Team, as Tryndamere is also now getting very large, 87 farm. Yasuo, however, huge himself, 192, with an Infinity Edge as well as a Static Shiv already finished. Infinity Edge being finished by Lucian as well, going to be doing lots of damage. Epic Horseman finishing off red buff here has just been massively critical this whole game. What a player, like just huge to the effect of his team. Last game we saw him DCing a bunch, and this game he has just been involved in every single team fight. The power of the Jarvan the 4th gang is just incredible. 21 kills to 10. Purple Team about 2k gold in the lead. I don't think they know that they're blue. Oh, they suspected. That's like the 3rd time the blue team members have hidden in there. So he just expected them to be in there. Nagetsu being taken out once again by Coolio, who could just nuke him down. Maybe build a Banshees of LTF, you know, protect yourself a little bit. As Epic Archer being taken very low health, the Snowy Devil just auto attacks the heck out of him, picking up another kill in that top lane. Coolio does have that passive on him from Braum. However, they are going to back off. Purple Team pulling away and instead deciding to defend the tower. Ormas putting down another ward. Wards going everywhere. Look at these LCS teams putting their wards all over the map. Blue Team looking to pick up a 2nd dragon. They did get the 1st, and if Purple Team does not fight for this dragon real soon, they're going to be picking up the 2nd dragon of the game. However, Purple Team may try to get some kills off of it. Nice job from Epic Horseman leaping in. Coolio coming in as well. There's the Morgana ultimate. A lot of stuns coming out here as Fizz did get finished off extremely early. Lucian picking up that one, so their main source of damage is gone. However, Diggy on the outside has the damage. Yasuo is here as well, though, so he does have double buff and maybe looking to pick up a kill. Mysterious Petu is extremely low health if Snowy Devil can get close enough for it. A nice wind wall with a flash! He's going to jump in and get a lot of damage, and a stun from TF is going to stop Diggy from going anywhere as well. And River SLV has actually been alive this whole time, and I guess off to the side. He might be taken up by the Wraiths, though! No! Executed by the Wraiths! Oh, shame from Lucian. Snowy Devil getting a lot of damage. The beautiful wind wall flashed onto the Morgana. Just incredible. Nagetsu just dealing damage to the tower. Gonna be tanking out the tower just to finish it off. Epic Archer now using his ultimate just to stay alive long enough to back off from that. Snowy Devil gonna be in a bad spot though as he gets destroyed by Coolio. Picking up, I want my double buffs back, says Fizz. He's gonna pick it right back up. Wards, the new Teemo Shroom. Put them everywhere. It is the truth. Ormas in this mid lane defending the tower as best he can. Alamagicat sitting off to the side, readying his ultimate. However, that ultimate from Fizz is going to go on to Alamagicat. Do they have enough damage to finish off Coolio? The flash from Ormas, he's just going hard onto Coolio, keeping right next to him. He has one more passive to finish off the stun, but not capable as Epic Horseman has the CC. A nice calling from Lucian, though, is only going to tickle Epic Horseman's tanky power as he just does a little bit of damage, dashing off to the side. He is now 1 versus 4 in this mid lane. The only man up. Yasuo will be up shortly. He is probably going to have to back off this. No, a Dark Binding has held him in place. Instant nucation as Fizz finishes him off. Coolio picking up yet another kill in the mid lane. 19-3. Oh my lord, this Fizz as Yasuo comes in, stopping them with the 2nd turret. 5 man alive for blue team. They don't even care. 29 kills to 14, but only 2 gold in the lead. These team fights are getting even crazier and crazier. I want to see pauses when they come. Oh, okay. Right, no spoilers. Oh, apparently they're paused right now. Thank you, River Sylvia, for that. Not exactly sure why they paused. I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's somebody's computer. Okay, so Jarvan the 4th, his computer did shut down, so we are going to wait a short bit for it to come back. But holy capoly, this game. There we go. There is the DC. Dat Compto. That Fizz 19-3. Everything focused around all of his damage. He has 2/3 of his team's kills. Quite insane. However, Snowy Devil 239 farm is nothing to bat an eye at when he has that damage. Got to go back to that Lucian on that killing the race there and dying. No, know your power. You didn't have the lifesteal, Lucian. You're building the Infinity Edge and Static Shiv, you only have a tiny amount of lifesteal from that Doran's Blade. You don't have much else to go off of, but TF has finished off Deathfire Grasp, which means he can now use that before any of his abilities, get a little bit more damage, but 11 and 1 maybe should be building something a little bit health-wise, like perhaps Banshee's Veil or something to keep yourself alive from the Fizz, who has started and is working his way towards the Zanyas, which is just going to make him a little bit harder to kill even more. He already has finished off his Lich Bane and Void Staff with massive amounts of damage that those do as well every time that he uses an ability, and decreasing that magic resistance on the enemy team. Just insane. However, if you can take out the Fizz, the rest of the team is going to falter pretty heavily underneath it. Jarvan the Fourth, the only one, 8 and 3 with all of his ganking. That was just crazy. If you ever hold an RP tourney, you should lag check people first. That is a good question. How do you lag check people? Go to church at 10 p.m. Maybe upgrade his toaster to a microwave. If you have to leave for whatever reason, try to find a replacement to play for you, and you can take back over if your team wins. If they don't undo the pause after 10 minutes. He's reconnecting right now. It's nothing to worry about. Make sure that they have no lag issues or computer problems before signing them up. Unfortunately, he was signed up, like, the only person I allowed to sign up somebody else was Coolio. And so Coolio signed up Epic Horseman before I had an opportunity to ask about that, which is pretty frustrating. But it is unfortunate, but just a part of the game. Even the LCS championships, though, they have that. They have the pause issues. When somebody's keyboard disconnects or something happens, they have to pause it and kind of chat their way through certain things. But it happens. It happens. He's reconnecting right now, so we'll be underway in just a moment. Oh. What? What was it? You can't check lag. The only thing you do is... Oh. If River SLV does have to leave before the third and final game, if his team does not win, River SLV won the last game, so if he has to leave in this game, then, well, I was just curious. If you DC because you have to leave because you're going to go to church tonight, there's nothing I can do about that in the middle of the game. Your team will just have to play a 4v5, and they will just have to try their best to win. I can't fill in somebody in the middle of the game. If you hang on and your team loses, I can fill in somebody for where you are in the last and third game of the night. However, if we... Yeah, it'll be one or the other. So this is best of 3. This is the second game of the night. J.K.Fav team won the first game. You can see it there above the team information. He's logging in. Normally, Epic Horseman, at least we saw last game, only had like very short connection issues. He was DC for a couple of seconds and then jumped back in, but apparently this time his computer shut down on him. So, River better pray he wins that. It's true. It's true. Purple team could just hard push mid lane and try to win it. Just every man, 5-man mid, and push for a win as hard as possible and finish the game off. But we shall have to see. If they, again though, if the purple team wins, then River can leave and not have a problem because the games will be over. If that is the case, and purple team does win, I will do a viewer shoutcast just with random viewers. However, it will not be a part of the tournament. It'll just be for fun. Just because they can. Just because we can. Because we do what we want. So, thank you all for joining. Are there any new people on the stream at the moment? Anyone new tonight? League is love, says the Trindamir. League is love, love, love. Cute elevator new. No, you are not new, Robert Dead. I knew you were here. Blaze is new. Welcome, Blaze63. And we're back in game. No, ready check. Oh, I guess there wasn't any need for it because as soon as he got back, they unpaused the game. But there wasn't any team fight going on, so it wasn't super critical. Everyone seems to be moving fine, aware and ready. So, whew, at least we are outside of the pause of the game, as purple team now has to decide how hard do they want to push for a win right now. 29 kills to 14. 4K gold in the lead. Blue team, 5K gold in the lead, but that is not a lot. Purple team doing a nice job, mostly due to incredible farming on the entire team. I think everyone on purple team has higher farm than blue team. Despite being down kills, they all have just way more farm. And either way, that is gold, one way or another. Ormas and Magic Cat hiding right behind this in this bush. However, there really isn't a reason for blue team to come by because they already got dragon. So Epic Horseman chilling there. However, he's not going to be hit by Ormast's Q. That Braum passive not being procced. There we go. It does look like 4-man for purple team. There's that ping, though, to go towards the bottom lane to try to defend it and stop this Tristana and Morgana push as they go down this lane. Both top turrets have been taken out for both teams, so neither team is going to be really going that way anytime soon. 3-man purple team kind of collecting around here. As 3-man blue team are going to be taking out this pink ward from purple team as these teams just look for an opportunity to fight. Lucian kind of around the corner there. 4-man there, 5-man strong blue team making their way down towards this bottom lane. Coolio, there's Ormas sitting there, going to get a nice little hit off onto Coolio so they know that he's there, putting a ward in that bush, keeping an eye on it. As Mysterious Petu and Tristana now going in, is Lucian actually going to go ahead and use his culling to clear the minion wave as Magicat uses his ult to jump in, but it's just going to be snared by the Morgana Dark Binding. So that is 2 ultimates down for purple team, which is rather unfortunate, as blue team just kind of baited those out and didn't really do much. Snowy Devil putting up a nice wall is going to stop a lot of that AoE damage of those ultimates from blue team, as both the Fizz and I guess the Fizz used his ultimate, but nobody else really used their ultimates on blue team. Purple team making their way. Ormat's going to be caught once again by a Dark Binding from the Morgana. Going to be backing off a little bit as blue team is still coming through here. Going to get hit off onto Fizz. However, that J4 is going to be jumping in. There's the Ormas ultimate. Going to be knocking everybody up as River SLV on the side gets mass amounts of damage. This is actually Yasuo went all the way onto Fizz and finishing off Tristana as well. Purple team huge coming in. There's that TF ultimate. Can he leave just in time to get and stun the Morgana? Yes, he does. As the rest of the team follows up, going to be finishing that off. And now they're just going to be pushing hard. Full team ace. Perfect fight for purple team. All of blue team was in a line right there. Ormas simply threw down that Braum ultimate, knocking everyone in the air, allowing Yasuo to just leap in with his ultimate, jump straight onto Fizz, doing massive amounts of damage and finish him off before anything, and then chase down the Tristana. A perfect end fight for the purple team, for J.K.Fav Team 1. Blue team members coming up, though. They're running up onto purple team. Will it be enough, though? Ormas doing a nice job of shielding team members. Diggy taken down to about half health here. Coolio coming in to try to leap on somebody. Nice stun, though, from Nagetsu. Will negate a lot of that damage. However, he is going to go down to the Tristana. Epic Horseman now coming in here. Where are the rest of purple team's members? Magic Cat coming in, but not going to be able to finish many people off, as Mysterious Petu ultimate is going to stop the Pantheon as well. the Yasuo nowhere to be seen, as Ormass does make his way out. He is safe, however, he was not able to save any of his allies. So that is 3-man down. However, they did take both that middle inhibitor, or that bottom inhibitor and the middle inhibitor turret, if I meant to say that, as purple team kind of backs off and recollects now after a beautiful ace and then being turned around and just destroyed, as blue team members came out quite strong. That is the one problem with killing people, is that then they can buy and come back all the stronger. Looks like everybody has finished off their home guard boots though, so they are going to be moving quite fast every time that they back. However, okay, so yeah, that's the blue team's ward. I was going to say that the Mysterious Petu actually, with that sweeping lens, just missed purple team's ward, but it was actually blue team's ward. Third dragon for blue team this game. Purple team has not gotten any dragons. However, they're actually in the lead by about 3k gold, excuse me. With that last fight and hard push on those turrets and inhibitor, purple team is in the lead on gold by a couple thousand. So Lucian went ahead and used his culling over the wall to get a good bit of damage that took out maybe a 10th of Baron's total health. But hey, whatever you do, whatever hurts. Magic Cat coming in as well. They're still waiting for the Yasuo, who has some of the most damage, as purple team is going to be trying a very messy fight here for Baron. They're going to be backing off, but they are all about half health here. They really need to finish off Baron or not, figure out one thing or another, and that is going to be TF instantly going down. And the Mysterious Petu dies to River SLV, doing massive amounts of damage. Jarvan the Fourth did get his ultimate down, but it didn't really land on anybody other than Magic Cat, who flashed over the wall. Epic Horseman now trying to come in. A huge jump from Yasuo, though, is just going to deal insane damage to Coolio, who Trickster plays out of that, and then instantly Zanya's. So the rest of blue team try to come in here. A nice face to the wind, though, from Snowy Devil on the Yasuo is going to stop a lot of that Tristana damage, and Snowy Devil is going to pick up that kill. Pantheon ultimate coming in here, but not going to really land on much of anybody. Oop, I meant to speed that back up to normal. As purple team does get off a nice 2 kills on the Morgana and Fizz before deciding to push the mid lane. There is that open inhibitor, so they could get it if they get there fast enough. Tristana and Tryndamere are both up, and Snowy Devil doesn't have that much help. However, a nice wind wall is going to stop Tristana's attacks as the rest of purple team make their way in to finish off this inhibitor and seal only more their possible victory in the end. Purple team now pushing hard. They're pinging for a tower. They really want to push this off. Minions have already finished off one tower. They want to finish off another. That is Epic Horseman going in hard, finishing off Lucian as well. Epic Archer actually picking up that kill as the Morgana ultimate's going to land on 3 members of purple team. The damage, though, back and forth. Tristana finishing off Pantheon as well as Braum, and Yasuo grabbing up a triple kill before backing off. Everyone on blue team, other than Fizz, who just came up, obviously, you can see there, very low health. However, that was a huge sacrifice from purple team, who's trying to finish it off. Only a couple hundred now in the lead in gold. However, has 2 inhibitors down, so they have super minions pushing in on 2 different places, and they are all going to be dead for another 15 or so seconds, as blue team decides maybe we should instead go for Baron. TF is going to be chilling in this bottom lane, kind of trying to distract maybe a little bit from blue team getting this Baron. They have already started it. TF could teleport up there and try to steal it, but he is instead going to be going towards the mid lane and instead pushing it there. He has used his ultimate, so he sees them at the Baron. Will it be enough, though? He's going to have to use his teleport real fast. If he is not going to teleport, so blue team is going to get Baron, but will that cost them, though, as they are not there to stop the minions pushing? As another huge wave of super minions makes its way into the base. Purple team is pinging this dragon, however it is not live. There really isn't anyone there for them to get, so instead purple team is going to have to figure out what lane do they want to push to try to finish it off. The inhibitor has come back in that bottom lane, so if they want to keep their edge, they're going to have to go clear it. However, blue team does have that Baron, and so they are going to be able to clear the super minions with relative ease. Purple team, huge though, having gotten those 2 towers, definitely puts them on the edge for winning this game for sure. But blue team is not giving up just yet. The purple team members, other than Yasuo, looks like he's going to be split pushing this top lane as the rest of purple team collects around. Ping coming out there by Wraiths for a random reason. Blue team decided they're going to go towards the top lane and defend it. They could try a complicated pushing pattern where if the 4 members of purple team push in the top lane and Pantheon ulted to the inhibitor in the bottom lane, he could get it with relative ease as long as they distracted the rest of blue team. However, blue team does still have Baron, so any team fight is probably going to go in blue team's favor. TeamKatsMeow trying to turn the fight into their favor. They were able to win the last team fight, and that is why they got Baron. However, that was due to purple team's overextending in that bottom lane. The blue team inhibitor will be back up just shortly, and so blue team will not have any inhibitors down. There's the pings coming out from blue team saying we need to back off from this mid lane. We're not interested in fighting it. Looks like Yasuo is going to be getting double buff here, so he's going to be doing massive damage no matter what the case is. Blue team making their way towards this bottom lane. That top tower is still open. There is a wave pushing in, but I think it might actually be pushing in blue team's favor now as that second wave hits the minions there. However, that is a Lucian calling over the wall, going to knock down Epic Horseman's health to about half as Mysterious Petru throws out a nice Dark Binding, and it stops River SLV for just a moment. However, that Dark Binding, as you can see, lasts quite a while now. Yasuo trying not to be caught out here as the rest of blue team comes in. 5-man strong, holding off this mid lane, not wanting this inhibitor to go down. There we go. The inhibitor will respond soon. Generally means only a couple of seconds before it is back. And there are no more waves for purple team with super minions. Yasuo turning that wave once again in the top lane. They are just stalling the game out. I guess they are waiting for Baron to go down for for blue team. Once that Baron goes down, then they will be able to move in. However, they caught Epic Horseman out. Will it be enough to finish him off? The Overman misses his ult almost completely as the rest of blue team makes their way in. Nagasege is going to have to back off down there, and that is going to be Braum, the tankiest member for purple team, going down. However, in the whole meantime of that fight, Yasuo has finished off one tower and is now making his way towards a second tower, as Pantheon actually goes ahead and uses his ult on the mid tower and is instead just getting that. Epic Horseman has now gone and trying to stop Snowy Devil, who he really wants to clear these minions to finish off the tower. Now comes Alamagica. However, Diggy on the Tristana is here. A nice wind wall from Yasuo's going to keep them alive for just a couple of seconds, but the damage is real as blue team finishes off. They still have Baron though, and they will have Baron for a short bit longer as the rest of blue team now wants to push towards the mid lane base. They were pinging it just a moment ago. That Baron will go away shortly. Where is it? You can see the Baron buff. It's somewhere in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is only a couple seconds away from disappearing. So, however, so they won't have it for fighting these towers. However, there's only 2 members of purple team alive, 3 members, as Braum just came back up and is now here in the mid lane trying to defend this tower. Ormus does not have his ultimate back yet though, so they're going to have to do some fancy maneuvers to stop it. A nice Fizz ultimate onto River SLV, puts him really low health. A nice shield though is going to keep him alive just long enough though. However, TF did go down. Morgana finishing off the tower as Pantheon makes his way out, now alive. However, Ormus has been snared by the Morgana. Blue team not waiting or not letting this game get out of hand just yet. 41 kills to 21. They finished off yet another tower from purple team, slowly eating away every time that purple team makes a mistake. That Yasuo dying in that bottom lane was really bad, as well as Pantheon going down. Those are some of the highest damage dealing members of their team. Purple or blue team once again getting yet another dragon. That is their 4th dragon of the game. Wraith buff stronger than Baron. Pinging the Wraith buff. It is true. Wraith buff. Can't even speak. Blue team does still only have that 1 tower right by the Nexus, but purple team's going to have to get a really strong push to be able to win. Looks like purple team's going to adopt the strategy of split pushing both ways. 2 team members on each side of the map and slow push it. Will it work this time? It hasn't been super successful last time. Yasuo did get a top lane turret the last time that he split pushed, however was not able to get the inhibitor turret and instead died, giving up that mid lane tower for it. Huge farm coming out here. Yasuo 406 farm, 200 farm on the TF, 230 farm on the Lucian, as everyone just farms so high. Look at all of the wards as well. Blue team has wards all the way through from purple team's base to dragon. Nothing really around Baron, but it will be up in a minute. A couple words from Purple Team, keeping an eye on it as Purple Team continues to kind of try to figure out, I guess, what their strategy is going to be. Once again, they could try to engage a fight even if they lose and send somebody like Pantheon to jump down and finish off one of the inhibitors. However, this late in the game, when your death timers are pushing 30 seconds, it could be really, really bad. Looks like both teams are going to be making their way towards the Baron. This could be the deciding fight of the game. Numerous sweeping lenses coming out here from blue team here, clearing wards right around Baron. Braum was able to get a ward in on that small bush, and blue team will be backing out from that. However, they'll just be stopping in this bush. They're being secretive, waiting to see if purple team decides to push in or follow, or whether they will be going for Baron. Baron will be up in just a couple of seconds here. Epic Horseman making his way over. 3, 2, 1. Baron is live, and that means that blue team may be going for it. They are hiding in a bush, though, and purple team sees it. Ormas could just jump on them. Gets a nice ward there. Ormas throwing out a little bit of a Q. It actually didn't land on anybody, but I guess they were trying to be safe nonetheless. So blue team is going to back off for just a little bit. Couple of recalls coming out potentially. However, they haven't backed off completely. Waiting for Tryndamere to come up as well. A little bit of a standoff between these two teams. Alamagicat being taken really low health, might be finished off here as Epic Horseman just jumps on River SLV. Ormas getting a nice ultimate though. Nagasaki throwing out as Zanya's quite early on. There is 4 members to the 2 members of purple team. Not enough. Nagasaki being taken extremely low health, but it's actually Diggy who's going to back off from that. And as Ormas tanks so much damage, Snowy Devil from the sidelines. Alamagicat finally coming in, getting nice on to Mysterious Petu. River SLV just doing massive damage. Snowy Devil's extremely low health though. He won't be able to survive for much longer as Jarvan IV does finish off the kill. Diggy actually trying to jump off to the side to survive, but it's not going to last very long. TF ulting towards the inhibitor. He's going to be finishing off the inhibitor in the meantime while the rest of this fight takes place. Ormas and River SLV, the tank and the damage dealing, now jumping in. Epic Horseman realizes he may need the help of Baron, so he's going to jump in under the Baron pit. Nice knock up on both of them. He is 11 and 4, but the stun from Ormas might be enough passive, might be enough. He's just going to hit Baron. He's like, yo, Baron, you can finish me off. That's fine. And River SLV picks up the kill as TF finishes off the inhibitor, and that should, with 30-second, 40-second, and 60-second timers, should be game for purple team, which means that J.K.Fav team will move on to the Sunday night finals, and that does complete with the finish. Explosion, finish off the game. There goes the second explosion as well with that surrender, or where maybe we're stuck on repeat again. We might be stuck on repeat. It does look like we are, so we're just gonna end the game. Boom, 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 boom. What a crazy game. What?